What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Billions. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Listen, I got a very, very, very special guest with me here today. It's not the first time. Not the first time. It's actually the second time I'm interviewing this guy. You know, sometimes you get a story that's just so good, you gotta have a sequel. You know, you got Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 12. You got Saw 1 and Saw 2. You got Kill Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2. Good stories, you gotta bring them back for the sequel. So with this story right here, it just keep getting better and better and better. So I'm with my boy TJ Thomas.
What's going on, everybody?
Second time. So how you doing, TJ?
I'm doing amazing, man. I'm doing great. I can't complain. God been blessing.
Appreciate you.
Abundance, everything moving good for us.
That's great to hear, man. I appreciate you doing this for me
Appreciate
again,
you.
man. TJ is one of my real estate investing students. I actually started coaching TJ back in October. So if you've seen the previous interview, you kind of saw when I interviewed him and his mom. But I started coaching them back in October. Wholesaling real estate, a strategy where we can flip houses without using cash or credit, right? So at the time, TJ already had been studying wholesaling for about 7 months. He actually did his first deal like right around the time he met me. Right before he met me, he did his first deal.
Yeah, in October.
In October. Started my coaching a couple weeks later, and from there he flipped 6 houses in the next 5 months, $110,000. And what was the most money you used on one of those
I believe
houses?
around $50 was the most we ever put up.
50.
5-0.
50 was the most money he used in any one of those 6 flips. So my last interview on right here on YouTube was me talking about those flips that he did as part of my coaching academy. But the story has gotten even better. So since those 6 houses, TJ has now, I forgot to say, he flipped those 6 houses while working a full-time job, right? That's incredible.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
just
Hustle's
salute
real,
that.
yeah.
And since then, he has now quit the job to start his own wholesaling business. So congratulations on
I
that.
appreciate that.
You know, kind of helped him with that, walking through the process of putting the list together and hiring the cold callers and just, you know, the systems you need to have in place to go from just being a wholesaler, running around finding vacant houses, to now being a business owner with an employee and with systems in place to do deals consistently. All right. So TJ, let's talk about that, man. How has the transition been from, you know, just being a wholesaler? Because I remember when you was running around finding the vacant houses.
Most
I
definitely.
know you got either 1 or 2 deals from Bandit Signs, which is the We Buy Houses signs that you
Most
see
definitely.
in your area. I know you did a deal or 2 from that.
Right.
But talk to me about the transition from running around wholesaling, you know, being a hustler, to now a business owner. How was that been?
Really, it's been well. It's been real well. Now that I got more time to put into my hustle, everything been going up ever since. Just putting more time management in place.
How long were you working? Was it an 8-hour job, 8-hour shifts?
Yeah, 8-9 hours. So what I'll do is I'll go to work from maybe like 8 in the morning to like maybe 6 or 5, and I'll cold call from like 6 to 8. And then on some days I'll probably go drive around in the evening.
Hold on, right? Y'all hearing this? The man said he was getting off from work at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Yeah,
And then
sure.
making your cold calls after that.
After that, yeah, 2 to 3 hours straight.
Determination. But go ahead. So, and from there, you said on the weekends you were doing what now?
Driving around. I'm going on appointments.
Finding vacant houses.
Finding vacant houses.
Okay.
Calling the owners up and see if they want to sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so now that you don't work anymore, you have more time to focus on the business.
Wholesaling, right.
Right. So, I know you also hired someone to make these calls for you.
Right.
So, are you just relying on her to make the calls, or are you still making calls, or what are you doing now that you have more time? What are you personally doing now that you have more time?
I mean, I'm a team player, so I'm still running around doing what I got to do. But it's a little more easier now that we got more help on our team as well. Just trying to stay on top of them, you know, doing what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody, you know, working effectively so we can bring more deals into the team so everybody can eat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So staying on top of it, because I know you got the cold callers making the call.
Right.
So staying on top of them, making sure that they're bringing in good leads.
Right.
Right. Because I remember when you first hired the cold caller, she was bringing in some leads that weren't all that at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just coaching her up, just being, you know, the best leader I can be. You know, showing we should make some mistakes at. You know, go back to the drawing board and figure some stuff out. You know, and then get it back out there. So.
That's
start
what's
back
up. That's what's up, man. Because to go from just being a hustler to a business owner takes a different mindset. You know what I mean? Like it of course you know what to do. You know how to wholesale, right? But teaching somebody else how to make the calls for you, what to say, how to, speak to people properly, that takes a whole other skill set. That's managing now.
Yeah.
So now we're going from just running around actually doing the business to managing someone else
Managing, having a lot of patience.
in the business. So let me ask you this: what because well, I know you started with me in October,
Right.
right? From October, I know in the next 5-6 months you flipped 6 houses, $110,000.
Right.
But you were still working your job.
Yeah, the whole time.
So what made you finally decide to quit the job and say, you know what, I'm gonna go at this full time?
You know what? It became too much to balance. You know what I mean? Like, you tired, you get done working them hours, you come home. To be honest, it'd have been some nights I didn't feel like calling, but I had to keep pushing through it. So, I didn't want to keep feeling that tug within myself. So I just started to jump off the porch, put 100% to my hustle, and then ever since then everything been doing what it's supposed to be doing. So
Supposed to do. Yeah, because I can only imagine. I've never had a job personally, but to give up that security of knowing that this check is going to be here every week, to now jumping out on faith to just I'm only gonna earn what I can, based off the work I put in.
right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely, I can imagine it to be a hell of a transition, man.
Yeah,
So
but we also had a solid plan in place too. Man, that's important. Have a plan,
that's ultra important.
but you got to stick by your plan and execute the plan as well. Be consistent.
You can tell I'm coaching this guy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell I'm coaching this guy because that's one thing I always say is having a plan is way more important than having the money. Like so many people want to do things and they think, oh, I'm gonna do it when I get the money or when I get this or when I get that. You have to have the plan. If you have the right plan, then you will attract the money, you will attract the resources and the people you need in order to execute the plan. So I know you did 6 or 7 deals running around as a hustler.
Right.
Just hustling on your own doing deals.
Right.
But tell me, how did it feel to get that first deal as a business owner? When your caller gave you that lead, right?
Yeah.
Whatever lead it was, and you closed that deal from that caller. How did that feel as opposed to the other deals that you've done?
It felt good, knowing the teaching that you was doing is actually working, and setting expectations for the team, and doing what it's expected to do. So yeah, after that's been done, we're all good from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got to tell me about the first deal you did, man. Not, of course, not the first one you did, but the first one you have done as a business owner instead of TJ the worker, now TJ the boss.
Right.
So tell me about the first deal you have done as TJ the boss.
Okay, so the first deal we had poured a high equity absentee owner list.
Absentee owner list, meaning you went on PropStream.
PropStream, correct.
So we went on PropStream, and he got a list of homeowners who own houses, but they don't live in them. And they have a lot of equity in the house. All right.
For sure. So yeah, we called that list. We came across the lead. This was out in Dunn, North Carolina.
Dunn, North Carolina.
Pretty clean property, real clean TLC, maybe maintenance. That's it. No, not too many repairs.
No major repairs.
Yeah, no major repairs. Okay. Called him up. Called the owner. The owner lives in Maryland, and there's the mother was staying there at the time, and I'm guessing she had moved back up there with the son to Maryland. So yeah, he wanted to sell the property for $125.
So it was his mother's house, right? He lived in Maryland.
Right.
The mom, I guess, was an older woman.
Right.
And moved back to Maryland
with the son. Right.
And the house is right here in North Carolina.
Right.
Okay, so it was just sitting there vacant.
Just sitting there vacant.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, called him up. He wanted $125. We went out there to go take a look at it, and we offered him $125. Was able to lock it up. And I was able to get it sold for $135. Made a $10K profit in between. So coming to 10 ball.
So tell me this: how much was the property worth?
I believe it was worth 208? Yeah, 208. Yeah, around there.
And his reason for selling was just because it was empty and mom wasn't there no more?
Yeah, he didn't want to deal with it. He didn't want to pay taxes on it no more, and just was through. So, yeah.
Okay. And that's who we're looking for. We're looking for what we call motivated sellers. People who really want to sell now or need to sell now. There are plenty of people out there who want to sell or who can sell, but they're not motivated. So always make sure when you have these conversations with these homeowners that you listen for motivation. Make sure that they either need the money or they want the money or they just want to get rid of this problem. And those are the people who we are looking to help. All right. So just to give me a little flowers real quick. How helpful do you think I have been in this whole process
Man,
from
major.
you
Yeah.
starting, not just starting with me the coaching,
Yeah.
but now not just doing the coaching you, but actually teaching you how to build a business. How helpful have I been with this
Yeah,
process?
man, a lot, man, majorly, man. Like I said, with any question I do have, we talk all the time. I'll call you if I got any questions on how you manage your callers, how you making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
And just going about things, man, I appreciate you a lot, man. I definitely recommend you for anybody else who's trying to get into this game. I mean, this man came here way to North Carolina to Raleigh, 3 hours up, just to chop it up with me. So that shows you a lot about him himself. So
absolutely,
that's dope.
Absolutely, because the main thing I like to see out of my students is results. So like, as I'm coaching you, I'm gonna do all I can to make sure you don't mess anything up. But at the same time, I want to see you putting in the work. I want to see you growing. I want to see you doing more, making more. We were just talking before we start recording about some deals he did where one flip he made $29,000, and one flip he made $26,500, and I'm sitting there laughing and smiling like it's my deals, because I feel a part of that because I helped them get to this point. So that's what I love seeing are the results. So this business has actually like literally changed your life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 1,000%, man. Definitely can change your life as long as you stay committed and stay consistent, and don't give up, and then just keep going. Trust me, it's gonna open its way up.
All right. So now it's been since October. We have now done 10 deals, right?
Yeah, 10 deals. Yeah, 10 deals in Canada. Got 2 more closing next week.
So that's 10 deals within 8, 9. 2 more closing next week.
Yeah, 2 more closing next week for sure.
So that'll be 12 deals within the first 9 months. 12 deals within the first 9 months, and he was able to make 6 figures within the first 6 months. So, guys, listen, this is an industry that can definitely be life changing. If you want to join my coaching, it's something that I can show you how to get started. The basics of wholesaling, or if you want to go from being a hustler to business owner, I can show you that part too. But it starts with getting the right knowledge, getting the right guidance, and going out there and taking massive action every day. So the company Alchemy
Realty, yeah.
Alchemy Realty. So that's the company now, and 10 deals in. So how do you see the company going from here? Like, what's the plan? What's the direction? What are we doing?
Man, if it's up to me, man, we want to start keeping some of these properties, start doing some creative deals. It's one city down in particular, and down in Henderson.
When you say keep, you mean like keep as far as rental properties?
As far as rental properties, correct. Yeah.
So that's something you want to get into.
Right.
Rentals,
Yeah, definitely.
What's the reasoning behind that? Just passive income?
Yeah, passive income, generational wealth, keeping assets, writing off from taxes, depreciation, appreciation, the whole nine.
You hear these things he's saying, right?
Ain't know nothing about no real estate.
And you hear how he sounds now? That comes from learning, growing, evolving, reading the books.
Yeah, definitely.
Having the right coach and mentor, going to the seminars. We actually on our way to a seminar as soon as we finish with this interview. So it's about constantly growing, learning, and becoming a better person. A year ago, this man didn't know anything about real estate. Now he's sitting there talking about depreciation and writing off things for taxes, and that just shows you how quick life can change when you put in the work and get yourself around the right people. All right. So keeping rentals, doing creative deals, still wholesaling,
Still wholesale. We're forever gonna wholesale.
I'm forever gonna wholesale.
Yeah, forever gonna wholesale.
Never
ever
gonna stop doing this.
We're gonna find a good deal now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want to get into fixing flips?
Not so much right now. I definitely experience maybe 2 or 3 on my career, but that's what's happening right now.
I do some every now and then, but it's nothing I'm big on. I rather do wholesaling.
Right.
So man, listen, I really ain't gonna hold you up no longer, man. I just wanted to really, get you on here again and really just talk about the transition from being just a wholesaler, doing a deal here and there, because it's a lot when you're trying to do deals consistently and it's just you running around, putting up signs or riding around finding vacant houses. It's cool to start like that, but you want to get to a point where you're actually building a business, where you actually have someone where you can delegate some of the stuff, some of the calls, some of the create little tasks that you don't enjoy doing. So it's good to be able to delegate some of this stuff. And Mom still helping you?
Mom Duke's still on the team. Hey man, big help, huge help. She's doing well. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today. taking care of family issues back home. So
Okay.
yeah, she's
Definitely
doing
much
good.
prayers on that situation, yes sir.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, having mom as a business partner, big help.
Definitely.
You know, so you got people in your family that, you know, like-minded and they want to, you know, get in the game. Make sure you coach them, teach them, and have them help and support you along the way as well.
Mm-hmm.
TJ, before we go, man, tell the people how they can find you, man. Social media or any.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook at TJ Thomas. Find me on Instagram at MillieMindTJ. So those are the only two platforms I got right now. So you shoot me a DM, got any questions for me, just get with me, and I'll try to answer the best way I can to provide any type of value.
All right. And if you buying or selling homes in the Raleigh, North Carolina area, make sure you reach out to TJ and let them know. You are teaching people as well, or doing anything like that?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Looking to getting a course together myself and getting it out there for the people to learn from. But it's coming soon.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people asking you about it.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's coming soon. I got y'all. Trust me.
All right. Well, listen, man. We ain't gonna talk no longer. We got a seminar to get to. So again, bro, I definitely appreciate you doing this.
I appreciate you, bro.
Word. So, y'all, that's wrapping it up with TJ. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you go back and watch the first interview that I did with him and his mom, man. You definitely want to check that out and see how they've gotten to where he's gotten now. But just keep in mind, the man has been in real estate for 9 months, 10 deals, 6 figures made already in less than a year, and only getting better. Now has his own business. So, and just remember, he did this working full time.
Mm-hmm.
Now he has his own business dedicated full time to doing this. So sky is the limit.
Hey man, let's keep going up. Hey, maximizing skill, baby. Maximizing skill. So let's do it.
So before we go, want to say anything else before we go, man, to the people? Just
yeah, like I said, hey, just stay at it. Stay at it. Make your mind up. Have a plan and execute. Execute. Do not give up. Keep going. Hey man, even when you're tired, it's gonna be some nights you ain't gonna want to talk to people. You ain't want to go out there running around the houses, and yeah, you got to keep going if you want, reach new levels. So that's it.
Absolutely. And before I go, I just want to say, man, like, again, wholesaling real estate or getting into the real estate investing industry is something that you're interested in. Please reach out to me, Tim Billions. I can show you how to get started as a wholesaler, or I can show you how to go from doing a deal every now and then to having your own business doing deals consistently. So it's just up to you. I can give you the knowledge. The hustle is on you. All right.
Let's go.
So we going. Let's get to the seminar so we can learn, network, and we out of here.
We going. Peace.
Y'all be good. Peace.